Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Ebony allegedly confronts Olori Naomi in a very radical manner. I told Olori Naomi, you want to marry Adetutu for the Oni of Ife as revenge against me, and you call yourself a Christian. Now, a lot of people may want to ask, where did she see Olori Naomi? Olori Naomi was in the palace. It was in the palace that Kabiyesi gifted Olori Naomi that diamond ring. That ring that she is wearing right now is a diamond ring gifted to her by the Oni of Ife. You know, when all of this drama had been happening, I thought, I'm not going to go back to the gist. How Adetutu came into the picture that, you know, the way Ebony got into the life as a wife to the Oni of Ife was through Olori Naomi. Not like Naomi gave the permission, but it was through the fact that she knew how to carry calabash, or she knows how to carry calabash. And Olori Naomi does not know. Oni of Ife, you cannot marry Oni of Ife and you're not carrying calabash, especially as the first wife. Remember, then Kabiyesi had only Olori Naomi, not right now that he has all of these different women. Some may do their calabash carrying on their own and all of that. So Ebony was there to help in the calabash carrying. But Ebony did not know that the calabash carrying also has its own law. If I am marrying the Oni of Ife and I cannot carry calabash, anybody who will carry my calabash on my own, as in it will be like my own consent, okay? I have to consent to the calabash carrying. So Ebony did not know that. If Naomi came out any of those days to say that she's not going to represent me in the calabash carrying again, they were going to kick her out. She didn't know. She was flexing muscles until that Naomi opened her mouth. It's like, you know, Naomi was also enlightened, and she now opened her mouth to say she does not want Ebony to carry calabash for her again. That was how they kicked Ebony out. Or now they sent Ebony out. Now, while they were having this conversation, there is one old man who is a member of the Council of Chiefs talking about how to help Olori Naomi. The man recommended his niece, Adetutu. Adetutu is in London. Adetutu is so qualified. Adetutu is trained on in fact, you know, most of them are these Ifa devotees. Adetutu is a full-blown Ifa devotee, very beautiful. And she understands the Ifa thing so much and all that. When they recommended Adetutu, Adetutu did not want to, because Adetutu knows everything about the Oni of Ife. But, you know, it's somebody who had only heard about Oni of Ife, the women, blah, blah, blah. She had never been close to the Oni of Ife. When she came, she didn't want at first, but she was convinced to come and see. When she came, she got talking to the Oni of Ife. Oni of Ife is a fine boy now. With due respect to, please don't be angry that I said he is a boy. I'm saying it in a very respectful way, like I'm just using this as an idiom. Like he is Oni of Ife is cute. He's a clean king. He is young. He is educated. In dollar long, the pounds call long, the euro call long, the naira call long. And he is very, very educated. Yeah. So when Adetutu met with Oni of Ife, now whether they call her love at first sight, now so Adetutu fall kijagam. Oni of Ife see Adetutu, now so Oni of Ife to fall. But in all, everything was working in the interest of Olori Naomi and Dr. Elizabeth. That was what they wanted. Now we have reached that point where, you know, a wife of the Oni of Ife will now, you know, get somebody who will work and understand, you know, where she is and understand her place. Not the person will go come collect the whole thing, carry for head. Now, Adetutu, who did not want, right now, seems to be very interested, and Kabiyesi is bonding well with Adetutu. And that is what Olori Naomi won. So right now, Adetutu happens to be the calabash carrier for Olori Naomi. And Dr. Elizabeth, everybody is very happy. They have kicked Ebony aside. They say tension in the palace grew when Ebony confronted Queen Naomi directly in a way no one had expected. Ebony had been restless. She felt sidelined, humiliated by the Ooni of Ife's open preference for Naomi, and now she was consumed by a rumor that spread like wildfire within the palace that Queen Naomi was the one behind Adetutu's sudden closeness to the Ooni of Ife, that Naomi herself was arranging for Adetutu to marry the king. That is the rumor they are carrying in the palace, but that is not the case directly. Naomi is open to them getting married. It's not like Naomi is the one who is forcing Oni to marry Adetutu. But right now, you know that Naomi has grown. Naomi is no longer the 24 years girl, a 25-year-old girl that Kabiyesi married before. She has grown. She's got experience. I want to tell you that the things that happened to Olori Naomi while she was in the palace, if those things happen now, she would have handled them differently. Yes. With knowledge comes responsibility. Olori Naomi knows that. She has a responsibility to protect her marriage. So Olori Naomi is open. Whether Kabiyesi wants to marry Adetutu, Olori Naomi no mind. She wants herself. So they say that's why Ebony went. They say Naomi stopped, surprised by the sudden interruption. Before she could even ask what was wrong, Ebony began speaking, her voice already breaking with emotion. So it's true. Ebony said her eyes red with, with tears. You are the one who wants Adetutu to marry Kabiyesi. You call yourself a Christian, you claim to walk with God, yet you plot against people with what you know will hurt them the most. That's why Naomi stood still, looking at her. She had heard rumor of Ebony's suspicion, but this was the first time Ebony confronted her directly concerning this Adetutu issue. Do you know what this feels like, Ebony continued, after everything, after all the humiliation, after hearing with my own ears that the Oni never loved me? Now you want to bring in Adetutu and you are the one arranging it? What did I ever do to you that you cannot forgive? What did I do to you that is prompting this kind of humiliation? How far can you go to humiliate me? By now, Ebony's tears had started flowing. Palace aide standing at a distance and exchange looks unsure whether to intervene or leave the two women alone. You parade yourself as the righteous one, the favored one, she said bitterly, but this is revenge. This is cruelty, and yet you stand in church and call yourself a woman of God. Woman of God by foot. They say Naomi finally spoke. Her tone was steady, though firm. Ebony, listen to me. I am not your enemy. I have never plotted against you, and I have no hand in whatever decision the Oni makes about Adetutu or anyone. Ebony interjected immediately, but you can't stop it. And Naomi said, just the way I couldn't stop you, I will not stop anyone. Oni is a Nirisha. He's got the right to marry as many wives as possible. Be with anybody he wants to be with. It is not up to me to stop him. Are you not his wife? Why didn't you stop him? Why do you all bring everything to me? I am the Messiah that can stop everything. Is Kabiyesi no longer one of the biggest kings in Africa who can marry as many wives as possible? So what has changed? After all, that was what you guys said. What has changed? Just get the hell out of my face. They say Naomi just walked out on her and she was crying so violently, very, very upset over what has been going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, modern, verified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.